How many times have you heard someone say, I'm just gonna wait until prices drop before I buy my house? The truth is, trying to predict the perfect moment to jump into the housing market is a losing game. You will end up sitting on the sidelines, missing out on long-term gains that the stability of home ownership can provide you if you had just gotten in sooner, right? So I'm Emily Cressey. I'm a realtor with Keller Williams Greater Seattle, and I am here to give you 3 solid reasons to stop trying to time the market and start focusing on what truly matters, which is finding the right home at the right moment for you. Number 1, a home is a long-term investment, not a quick flip. There's been a lot of glamour about these, HGTV, quick flips and things, but when you live in a home, that's not really what you're doing. You're going to be there for at least 3 to 5 years. I recommend if you're not going to be there for that long that you don't buy a house. And the reason I don't want you to buy a house if you're just making a short-term plan to stay there is because the selling costs, things like realtor commissions, taxes, fees, sales taxes, escrow, right? All of that eats into your short-term profits. Historically, home values rise over the long run, but you have to give yourself time to enjoy the home and build that equity over home, and you'll watch your investment appreciate. Seattle has had a very strong market, but like I bought my first home in 2006, right before the market went down, and I still sold it at a profit, but it was 10 years later. I have had people buy and sell in like 2 years and make a profit, but that's only if the market is going up pretty strongly. I would say I usually anticipate have as a place marker about 8% of the value of your home is going to go toward closing costs and sales costs. So if you bought it, if you went to sell it the next day, you would lose 8% in value paying those costs. So you really don't want to turn it over more than you need to. Plan on being there for the long run. Number 2, stability matters more than market conditions. Your home, and this is like a change, right? Your home is not just an asset. It's not a stock market thing. It's your home. You live there. You have your clothes and your pets and your family and your kids, right? You like it because you don't have surprise rent hikes. You don't have crazy neighbors. You are not scrambling to find a new place because your landlord sells the property out from under you. So instead, when you own a home, you have control, predictability, and you have a place that feels like it's truly yours. And if you have a family, that steadiness makes all the difference. Staying in the same school district, the same neighborhood, with no one making you leave before you're ready. Third thing is the right time to buy is when it's right for you. The best time to buy a home is when it fits your lifestyle and not when you think the market's about to shift. 5 years ago would have been a great time to buy, but if you didn't buy then, the next best time might be now. We can't really outsave the market. The Seattle housing market just tends to be bananas. It just, it's expensive now, but it keeps getting more and more expensive, relatively speaking. So I really encourage people to get their foot in the door with a home that they can afford, even if it's a condo to start out with. And that way you're at least going to keep pace with the market. It's not going to keep running away from you. But that being said, if you don't have the savings to go into it, if you can't afford the monthly payment, it's not going to be a blessing to you to own a property. On the other hand, if you have the money, if you are financially ready, don't wait around hoping that prices will magically drop. If you're waiting, that already happened and now it's not happening again. 5 or 10 years is not very long in the real estate cycle, but it can be a long time in your life, right? Having kids and all of that, like big changes, jobs, stuff. You don't want to just sit on the sidelines while prices go up and up and up and you're getting left behind. History shows that typically prices go up and you're going to get left behind. So instead of worrying so much about the market and interest rates and everything you find in the news, just think about your personal situation. What's your timeline? What's prompting you to want to buy a home? Can you afford it? And then find a home that meets your needs today and trust that in the long run, you're going to be glad that you made the move. My final thoughts on this are stop stressing over market timing and start looking at real estate as a long-term wealth building tool that also delivers a sense of security and comfort. That's what truly matters. If you have questions or need guidance, reach out. I'm here to help you, and I want you to feel confident about your decision to become a homeowner if the time is right for you. So until then, I'm your local realtor, Emily Cressey with HomeProAssociates.com, and I will see you on the next video.